is really, really a hot take. Joker is the best draft pick since Michael Jordan, 1984.
I think that's better than LeBron?
Yes.
Okay.
Right, you have to do your numbers. Well, LeBron is a number one pick. So the number one pick supposed to play like a number one pick.
I feel it.
Jordan was the number 3 pick, which actually helps his boost of what he did. Joker's a second round pick. So for a second round pick to actually play like a number 1 pick, it actually, when the numeric makes him the
number one pick of all. I'm
well,
saying
yeah,
the best draft pick.
To make him the second best draft pick by his numbers. 2-time MVP, about to be 3-time MVP.
But if you're gonna make that
4-time All NBA player, it actually those numbers will actually be the second best from his projection.
But if Jordan's the 3rd pick, isn't it fair to say that somebody that's top 3 is expected to play at an MVP level?
But even if he was a number 1 pick, he played better than the number 1 pick.
Yeah, for sure.
But since he was 3, it actually throws, it's just one of those things where, that sucks, but all right. And then 3rd will be Kobe Bryant.
For sure.
That's fair. You can argue Kobe's the second best pick.
And I would probably say Kobe's second just from where
because Joker is so far second round. You're talking about what, pick 30, 40?
Literally got picked during a Taco Bell commercial.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying.
They didn't have enough respect for the man to show his pick. That's
what I'm saying. So, you got to understand, second round pick, that's 2 years and you're gone. 1 year and you're gone. That's not even, I was the best second round pick. And I was the second best pick since Jordan. He has 2 MVPs.
Yeah. So,
about to
get
be
it off
3.
the page, as you say.
So he has to be, 2 in just a short period of time. If not, the only person that's in front of him will be Kobe.
Yeah.
I think Kobe was the 13th pick?
I'd put Kobe ahead of Jordan just for what he was able to accomplish. And the unknown. The unknown.
Yeah, I don't.
Taking a high school guy.
I know that, but I'm just talking about, but when you're talking about, 9 scoring titles, all that, it kind of, being a 3rd pick kind of, helped him.
But that'd be an interesting debate discussion, I feel like, for the internet to have that.
Yeah, that is, but that's.
So let us know. Drop it in the comments.
Mm-hmm. I mean, he's the second best round pick ever.
Yeah, and the thing, I think a lot of us are now coming on the Joker train. And believe me, I still got a pander for Milwaukee Bucks tickets. If the Nuggets were ever offering me some tickets, let me bring the Blicky in the strip club too. I could potentially change my mind, but Denver, it's just a little.
You know what makes him? Where he doesn't get the respect, and it makes sense. He's not the number 1 option. He's the number 2 option. He's the guy that you add with a superstar, and the superstar gets to do them, and he gets everybody else going, right? And I think, we seen when Murray was there, when Murray was being him, you can see, Joker, doing it. Murray, you do you. And, you go out there to 50, to 45, to 50, you do that, and I'll make sure everyone else eats. And, since Michael Porter Jr. hasn't stepped up, to take on that spot, or, Murray hasn't really, regained his true form, Joker's been holding it down as the number 1 option. But I think, once a star that can really put the ball in the basket like a Dame, it'd be hard to stop a team. Like if you added Dame to that roster, and it's Dame and Joker, that's a whole nother problem.
And I think the problem, some people hear this, what do you mean he's not a number 1 option? But what he's able to do on that court, right? He doesn't need to score to impact winning. The dimes are just so phenomenal.
It's okay. So it's a more unselfish side of LeBron, right?
Yeah.
When LeBron had, Wade or Kyrie, when that 4th quarter came, he's deferring to Kyrie? Do you? I'll worry about everybody else. Same thing like Luka. And, we all sit back and say, how do they match? Because Luka can say, I can be the second option. I'm a number one option, but I can go to the 2 and still worry about everybody else and let Kyrie just, play narrow-minded basketball and do what he's great at.
But still can get a bucket.
And then
whenever I feel like it.
So, you have players who can jump from 1 to 2, and there's just some players who can't be a second option.
No.
They can be a second option, but there's players that can bounce out of 1 and 2, and that's what makes them, more compatible to play with.